Zoe. Wow. What do I say? And I'm here with Lizzy.
Hi, this is Star Wars Geek Girl.
Yes.
We're forgetting a lot of things
Yeah,
right
we're tired. Listen, it's like 10 o'clock over here. I'm.
now. Yeah. So let's talk about resistance.
Yes.
And
Because we have been absent. According to Skype, our last call was October 6th. And it is October 26th. So it's been 20 days. We're sorry.
yeah. Just school is fun. Especially when you're a junior and senior.
Yeah. And taking hard classes. And make you do
I'm
lots of
not
work.
taking hard classes. But there's the whole culinary situation.
Yeah.
It's till 6. So it's never a good thing. Yeah.
It's, well, because I feel like we're both, like, busy a lot, but the problem is we're never, like, not busy at the same times.
Yeah.
Like, there's already the time zone thing going against us, and then it's like, oh, I'm finally free, and you're like, I'm free tomorrow. I'm like, no, I'm not free tomorrow. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
It's difficult.
Yeah. It is,
But we're here.
we're here. We're back.
You know what? My dad gets on my case about our podcast and how we have been busy lately, but his podcast has not recorded in a while either. So, whatever.
Your dad's blaming a lot of people for for us not recording.
Yeah. So
we're back.
we are. We've returned. Finally.
My dad and Steele just did a podcast.
Yeah, I saw that on
today.
Instagram and stuff, but I was like, I have stuff to do. I can't. I'm sorry, but I can't.
How dare you?
I'm sorry.
So we're back.
We are. I feel like we said that already.
It's 20 times.
We're back and we're tired.
But we're here anyway.
Yes. So, I think the biggest thing was Resistance, which there were apparently 4 episodes.
Yes.
As we just discovered.
Well,
because the first one is 2 parts.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah.
So, yeah. 4 episodes, but technically 3, but like technically 4, and yeah. And it's like, see, I was really excited when it was first announced, like, whoa, 3 episodes in one day, or 4, whatever. But then I was like, what? Now we have to wait like 2 more weeks for another one. But it's on Sunday. So there'll be a new one right after we record. Just like how I said, watch them drop a Resistance trailer right after this, and then they did. Yeah. So.
It's okay, Zoe. We got this.
So yeah, we're gonna talk about Resistance and how much it's amazing, and I love it. It's so cute. I love Kaz. He's like, I don't know how to describe it. He's like he's dumb, but like it's endearing, but like not like dumb, but like still dumb, you know?
Like a playful dumb.
Yeah. He's like when I have my dog and I'm petting him and I'm like, you're so stupid, I love you. Like, that's how I feel about Kaz.
Yes. Yes, that's definitely, yeah.
That's like, that's just how I feel.
No, it's relatable. Yeah. Um, I love him. Yeah, definitely what you said. He's stupid, but you learn to love him, and and then you realize slowly that he reminds you of you, and it makes me sad. 'Cause like I'll be doing chores. I guess I'm skipping episodes. Can we do that?
Sure. I mean, yeah, I guess warning for spoilers ahead. Because we're going to
Yeah.
talk about the spoilers.
Mhm.
So, if you don't want to get spoiled, don't listen. Or, you could just, like, mute it and listen, give us this nice plays if you want. But you should probably, if you don't want spoilers, you shouldn't listen.
Yeah. Um. So, what was it? Like the one where he's supposed to be fixing the machine.
Yeah, the ship, right? The thingy.
No, it wasn't the ship. It was the last episode.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Engine?
what's it called?
Is it an engine? No.
Yeah. No, it was.
Oh.
Oh no, I gotta look it up now.
Okay. Well, he was fixing the thing.
We should have done this like right after the episode.
Yeah. It, like he gets distracted easily, and I do that a lot. Like I'll be cleaning the room, and all of a sudden I hear someone's watching a movie. So then I go to that room, and then I'm like, I'll just stay here for 5 minutes, and then I'm there for the whole movie. Then I don't get anything done, and I get in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah. All the time.
So, yeah. So, yeah, it's a fun time, but I guess we should talk about the first episode.
The first episode.
First 2 episodes.
Yeah. Yeah. So, the first episode was called I literally just closed that window. I don't know why, because I knew we were going to do this. Closed it anyway. So, the first 2 episodes are called The Recruit Part 1 and Part 2.
Mm-hmm.
And so it starts with a little space battle with Kaz and some buddies.
Oh, I imagine buddy, but like multiple buddies in my brain. That was not good.
Like my dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a space battle.
We're doing.
It felt the battle felt a little, in the beginning, a little slow to me. I will say that. Like in the very beginning of it, I was like, you just go a little faster, buddy. Just a little bit. But it's not like a big deal. It didn't like ruin the show for me. I was like,
no.
It was just like, just go fast. Zoom.
Zoom. Yeah, I don't really like space battles. I'm not sure why. I think it's just they just don't excite me much. But I mean I liked it. I like Poe. Poe's good.
Yeah.
Poe's a good boy.
And it shows how Kaz is like he's smart but dumb, like what we were talking about. He's not like stupid. Like he can survive ish.
He's good at being person.
Yeah. But like he's also kinda He's a dork. He's a dork. That's the word.
There we go. Yeah, I think that.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Just a little cutie boy, making his way.
Isn't he like 20 though?
What?
I thought he was like 20 or something.
No, they're all like 16, 15.
Are you sure? I thought he was older.
Yeah. I made an argument with my dad that I thought that Tora was like 16, but apparently she's 15. You know, what the heck?
He's born okay, that doesn't help me. Born sometime after 5, maybe. So he could be upwards of 25.
No.
Yeah.
That's not.
Because it says
That's
born sometimes
weird.
after 5 ABY, so he could be like 25.
But that's weird. Okay, wait. No. No, I thought he was. No.
I don't know. I thought I read somewhere that he was like 20 or something.
That would be weird.
Or wait. Yeah, he'd be like 25.
Well, because. Wait. Wait. Okay, Toradoza, 15 years old. Let's see.
Yeah, I know Tora's young.
I know. But, like, Kazuda Ziono. I don't know how to
It just says on Wikipedia, born sometime after 5 ABY. So he could be like, he could be 25, like, at the oldest.
During Cold War. Spy. No. He's not 21. No.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. To me, that would just be weird.
I don't know, Lizzie.
Doing that thing where, like, anime people are just.
You know what? I just wish that, like, sometime, like, StarWars.com just be like, okay, here's the list of ages for everyone in this show. Just make it easier for all of us so we don't have to do these stupid arguments where we Google things that aren't there.
Because. Yeah, why do you have to say sometime after Battle of Jakku?
That's what it says. That's all it says on Wikipedia. Born sometime after 5 ABY.
Poor K.
That's what it says.
Poor K.
I don't know.
I don't like that.
I didn't write the article.
I guess my thing is just people are gonna ship Tora and Kazuda, and like, first of all, I don't like that because friend.
See, I didn't see anything like that between them. I just was just like,
No, I know,
competition.
but I am concerned.
You're concerned. Well, you know what? People ship all kinds of weird stuff.
Right, but
like,
then if
they should stop.
He's 25 and she's 15.
Yeah. Yeah. I think a good rule, one that I learned from Voltron, is until you are pretty sure about character ages, just be safe and don't ship things that you're not sure of.
Don't.
Because the Voltron people did some strange things. And why do I keep getting followed by these random Instagram accounts? I don't know who you are. But they're not like people. It's like Instagram fan page. It's like, I don't care. Leave me alone. I don't know you. Go away.
Why does Wikipedia use past tense? I don't like it.
I think because it's a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
But it makes me concerned.
It's just, Lizzie, they do that for all of them. It's just a long time ago. And Jonah just posted a picture of a Kaz figure on Instagram.
Who? Jonah?
Yeah. She posted a picture of Kaz. There's a Kaz figure in the box, and there's a Tora, looks like a Yeager one, standing in like the...
I kept saying Jaeger.
It's Yeager, right?
Yeager, yeah. But I kept saying Jaeger because, Pacific Rim. Pacific Rim. That's good.
Alright, so I think what we learned is nothing. We don't know Kaz's age.
Yeah.
See, 'cause part of me is like, I see the teenager thing just because so far like Clone Wars and Rebels, we had like Ahsoka was like 14 when it started. Ezra was 14. Sabine was 16 in Rebels when it started. So I see Kaz being a teenager, like I can see that, but I just thought he was. I thought I read somewhere that he was like 20 or something.
Yeah,
so
that's.
I don't know.
I don't like it.
I don't know. But I love him, and
Me too.
honestly, it looks like Resistance is having a smaller audience than Rebels, which I kind of like. Because, like, you know when Rebels started and everyone's like, oh, Ezra sucks, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, but now with, like, Resistance, I feel like all the people watching Resistance are, like, mostly Rebels fans who, like, there's still that empty void in our soul, so we, like, moved to Resistance to try and fill the void. And
Okay,
so I
my
think,
dad did that with pizza.
yeah. So, but I feel like because it's Rebels people are just, like, cooler than, like, everyone else. Like, I'm gonna be real. Because even when Rebels people, like, disagree over stuff, it's still like, well, you know, that's chill. We're, like, with, like, the, I guess, mainstream or whatever, Star Wars people, like, the movies, when they disagree over something, it's, like,
Mm-hmm.
a mess. But with, like, the Rebels and, like, animation people in general, it's just, like, cool, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I feel like that's why Kaz isn't getting as much hate as Ahsoka or Ezra did.
Right, but
Or
it's
Sabine
so...
did.
Yeah, but it's so weird that, like everyone was saying how stupid Ezra was, but I don't want to be mean, but I feel like Kaz is kind of, like, stupid compared to, like, Ezra, because, like, Ezra fought for himself and, like, survived on the streets, and I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I feel like, and, like, I'm saying this with all love in my heart, because I love Kaz, but if I was gonna pick between Ezra or Kaz to be annoyed by, I'd think Kaz would be more annoying. Which
Yeah.
I'm not saying I am annoyed by Kaz. I love him. But,
Yes.
like, I'd think out of the two, I don't know. You know?
Yeah, I get you.
I don't know. I like Resistance. Well, because I feel like with Rebels, a lot of people, like, were, like, the Clone Wars people, and then they went to Rebels and expected it to jump in, like, how, like, because Clone Wars started just like Rebels did. It started lighthearted, and it got dark. But I feel like so many people expected Rebels to just get right into the dark part that Clone Wars, like, had during the later seasons, and then they got mad when it wasn't like that. So, but with Resistance, I feel like people, like, the people that were already like, oh, Rebels is too kiddie, like, they already left. So now Resistance is just left for the people who, like, have a brain.
Yes.
I still think it's gonna get dark. Like,
I'm sure it will.
I don't, like, because if Filoni wasn't working on it, I'd be like, okay, this is gonna not rip my soul out of my heart and stomp on it to death and leave me crying in my sleep. But it's Filoni, so I don't know. You know?
Yeah.
I don't trust that man or his cowboy hat.
I don't think anyone does. So.
Yeah. Alright. First episode. We're not really talking about that anymore, but we should. So, should I read the summaries? They're very short.
Yeah.
Alright. Should I just read for both parts? Because.
Yes.
Alright. The first one is X-Wing pilot Kazuda Xiono is recruited for the Resistance but finds himself in over his head when Poe Dameron assigns him to a remote fueling station to spy on the First Order. The second one is when Kaz boasts about being the best pilot around, he is forced to compete in a dangerous sky race. Team Fireball works to get his ship ready in time.
Yes.
Yeah. I like
Yes.
Team Fireball. They're cool. I love them all. I love Yeager. Love Bucket. I love Tam. I love
Who?
What?
Niku.
Yeah, Niku. So I'm gonna be honest, and it is just early in the show, so. But I thought the aces would have a bigger role. I'm sure they will later. I was just under impression that like they're gonna be more central. But which isn't like a criticism or anything. It's just me not sorting things right in my brain hole. You know. But, you know, I don't know. It's good.
I get you.
I like Gorgs. I want one. They're just little, weird little thingies.
I don't want them.
I wouldn't call it cute, but, like, it's weird looking, so I want one.
Yes. I did not want. Because they're weird looking. It would be cool to cook them.
Oh my goodness. No.
I'm just saying.
No.
They said it's a delicacy, a swamp brat of the sea.
But they're cute. But I want them. But if you had like a Gorg army, you know? Like you could just carry around like a purse or something of Gorgs, and then when someone was mean to you, you could just like unleash them and then they swarm.
And just attack everyone.
Yes. Exactly.
Makes sense.
Yep. So the recruit. Thoughts on the recruit. I'm trying to remember from when I watched it. Because all the episodes are, because I watched them all together, they're blurring a little bit. You know what happens when you binge watch stuff? I'm trying to separate it from the other ones. Oh god, what was I gonna say? In one went like, it's in my brain, and then it just like fell out onto the floor.
Oh, pick it back up, pick it up, pick it up.
Oh, I know what I was gonna say. I love how like when Poe said he was gonna go talk to Leia, Kaz was like, Leia? He just got so excited because like me.
Yes.
Me. Relatable. Yeah.
Yeah. Spy? Me? Never.
I like everyone. I like Bucket. I want Bucket and Chopper to meet.
Bucket, Chopper, K2SO, AP5.
Yeah, they would destroy the world.
They would.
L3.
I would be fine with that.
And L3.
Yeah.
I feel like if all of those, the reason those droids never met is because if you got them all in the same place, they could have just taken down the Empire by themselves.
Sorry.
It's like, you know, they create these droids and they're like, oh wait, we have to get rid of this one. If it met all the other droids, the universe would implode. We have to get rid of him. Yeah.
Yes.
And also together they'd be like a very bad influence for BB-8.
Yeah, poor BB-8. It's okay. He's a child forever.
I don't know, between Bucket and R2, I feel like. What else? What else about the first ones? Lizzie, you speak.
Me, speak, Bork. The next ones, right?
Oh, I was talking about...
Or about the wait.
The first ones.
Okay. Completely blanking out at the moment.
We should have taken notes.
We should have. First episode. Bar fight.
Oh, yeah. I love Aunt Z.
I know, right? She's just like she's
She's
like a character that I hate. I don't hate her, just like you're a jerk, but I love it.
she's so cool.
Yes. So like it's amazing. I love her. Um, BB-8 was kicked and it sounded like a basketball.
I'm gonna love the BB-8 humor in this show, I think. Cause like they don't really do that kind of thing as much in the movies. Like I think the most was probably like the stuff in Force Awakens when like the ship was spinning and he had like cords, and then the Last Jedi when he had the Walker thingy and stuff. I don't know. But like with this show, they're and also because it's like 2D animated, they can get away with more stuff and make it seem like I don't want to say like realistic, but like plausible. You know?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
So like going back to Aunt Z. So you know, what were your thoughts? Well, okay, for your first thoughts when you first saw her.
She's awesome.
Okay.
She's really funny. I like her a lot. She plays a nice role.
Yes.
And that she's a character who plays a role that would normally be played by like a male character, which I think is cool because usually the like gruff bartender character is like a guy. So it's cool to see a woman in that role.
Definitely. But what's also interesting is so I guess it was a trailer when they first showed Aunt Z. Because I was looking at it, I was watching the trailer, I was like, wait a second. That's that looks like the same species as Uncarplet. That's kind of weird. And my dad was really confused on like why it was weird. And I explained, I was like, well, let me tell you. In the Aliens book, Uncarplet says that that there were no females of his species, that they look completely different, and it's just a completely different species that they mate with. And so my dad was like, well, you don't know, maybe he just doesn't know that there are females like him. It's like, but how would you not know? And so it was bothering me for a while. And then when I went to the premiere, or is it premiere? I get those mixed up.
Yeah,
Premiere?
it would be a premiere.
Yeah, so, and I went and we watched it and it was still in my mind. I was like, okay, maybe it's just, maybe it's just a female, I guess. And then afterwards there was a Q&A, and then I was like, okay, I won't ask the directors and stuff about it in front of everyone, because I'll embarrass myself. And if they don't have an answer, I'll embarrass them. So let's leave it for afterwards, because they're not Dave Filoni. Dave Filoni runs after, but they stood around. And so after the Q&A, I went up to them and I was like, hey guys, I don't want to seem rude. I promise I'm not trying to be one of those people. Promise. But you know, this character, I heard in Aliens, Uncarplet say that there were no females of his kind and it was a completely different species. And they're like, yeah, you're correct, but actually they can change their gender, his species. Like, if they wanted to, they can change their sex. Like, oh, okay, cool. You know, I got my answer, whatever. And I didn't think about it much then, because I was like, okay, they answered, you know. And then right when the episodes came out, like, actually came out, I was like, oh my gosh, wait. This is like transgendered representation.
Yeah, so she's
and
a trans.
No one notices it.
So she's a trans woman.
Yes. And but like my thing is like, it's good because it's so subtle. No one will, like, it's okay. That's like bad. It's bad because it's like subtle and no one will realize it. unless they read that book and they have questions. But at the moment, like, there's no one hating on it.
Yeah.
So it's like good and, not bad, but like,
It's just definitely a step in the right direction.
right.
Because unless there's someone in a comic or a book that I've missed, I don't think there is any trans representation in Star Wars right now. Besides
There
her.
in Legends there was like the Hutts could change sex, but I don't think that was a time where they were trying to like
I don't think that was on
kind of
purpose.
yeah, I don't think they were trying to do that representation. So yeah, I was like, oh my god, good job, Lizzie. Pat, pat on the
Figured
back.
it out. Yeah, that's really cool, especially because trans women are like there's such a stigma around them. Not that trans men don't face any problems, because they absolutely face a lot. But I feel like trans women, there's a special kind of like mockery that they get.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really cool to have that kind of representation.
Definitely. So yeah, I'm still proud of myself for that.
You figured it out. You cracked the code.
I did. So yeah, I thought that was really cool.
Yeah. And they we're 3-4 episodes in. I still feel like it's 3. Cause anyway, we're 4 episodes into the show. They could definitely. I wouldn't say they're not. I'm not gonna. I'm sure there's not gonna be like maybe an arc about that, but I'm sure they can reference it.
Yeah,
in the show possibly.
maybe like it. That's kind of risky, but like if they did, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how they would do it, but then again, I'm not like a writer or anything, so I wouldn't know.
Well, they just like maybe like a throwaway line about her species,
Yeah. And then I don't have to explain it to every single person.
Yeah.
Be like, look at this. So yeah.
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 I did just remember in one of the Aftermath books, I forget which one, but in one of the like little, are they like, what are they, intermissions, interludes, they're interludes. In one of those, there's a character who uses, I don't remember the exact pronouns, but they're pronouns that are not she, her, or he, him, or they, them. They're like neopronouns. That's what they are.
Didn't that book like destroy people?
I don't think it was the first one. I think it was the second one. His first book definitely destroyed people because of Sinjir and because of Temen's aunts.
What was it? Was it Gayness?
I don't remember the character's name. But it was in one of the interludes. It wasn't like a major character or anything, but they did use neopronouns, which was interesting because you don't get a lot of acknowledgement of those that are like serious and not joking about it. So I think that was pretty cool.
Yeah, because a lot of people just think like they're like, oh, it's just pronouns, like doesn't matter.
But like, it can be important to a lot of people. So
yeah, it's important to a lot of people. Like,
well, like I'm sure the people saying that wouldn't like to be called the wrong pronouns.
Right.
So why are they? It's.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's cool. Star Wars is moving slowly in terms of representation in those areas, but
I think that's
still moving nonetheless, and that's important.
Yeah, because they're already getting heat, so like bringing up more stuff.
Yeah.
Is like gonna bring in even more heat.
Yeah.
And like with what's going on now, I'm sure the next thing will be war.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, it's good that they're taking in baby steps. Yeah. Like, that makes me happy.
Yeah. And I mean, they'll get there. I'm sure they'll get there eventually. We could always push for them to do better.
Yeah.
But I think with the people there, I'm sure they'll get there.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I don't know what else I have to say on that topic.
Yeah.
2 more episodes to go.
Yeah.
So the next one is the Triple Dark, and the summary is Kaz and BB-8 uncover information on an imminent pirate attack and must find a way to stop it. So I like that episode. I like the pirates like designs in that episode. Oh my god. I don't know.
Are you okay?
Yeah, my yearbook just fell off my desk. I didn't touch it or anything. I don't know what happened, but it was a ghost, I guess. I don't know.
It was a sign.
It was a sign. It was the force. I really like the pirates' designs, especially the ones that had like old Imperial helmets and stuff. Like modified them. I thought that was really cool.
Yes. I really like their ships and I was looking at that one guy and how some of his tentacles were chopped off, and I thought, wow, that must have been really painful.
Yeah. It made me think of the I can't remember his name. I'm so terrible with the names of like characters in the books and stuff. Like in the minor characters. But the like bartender or whatever dude in Ahsoka, who's a Togruta, and he had one of his like montrals like cut off or something. Just reminded me of him. I can't remember his name, and I feel bad because I love that book. That's what it made me think of, and I was like, man, because I don't know much about the biology of fictional aliens.
We need it,
but I can't imagine it's a fun time. Like, I'm sure those tentacles and stuff serve a purpose.
Yeah, I'm sure that like didn't like in Legends like Twi'leks, like apparently their brains are in there.
Yeah, they have their brains in their heads, which evolutionarily is so stupid. You got your brains just flopping around, just hanging out there, you know, on your head. Like,
hey, you know, maybe something happened. Maybe it's for the better. You never know. Have you ever been?
I don't understand how they couldn't do with more protection, but yeah, I don't know. And then, well, for the Togrutas, isn't it like, I don't know if it's a canon or not anymore, but they had like they could sense their surroundings more. Like it was like almost like, I don't want to say like echolocation because like they can see.
Yeah.
Like gave them a sense-ish of like their surroundings more.
Yeah.
So I guess, you know, the poor guy that got one of his cut off was just like kind of like on his left side. He's like, man, I gotta rely on my eyeballs now.
Gosh darn it.
Yeah, I don't know what purposes the tentacles have for like other species. Those are the only ones I know, I think.
Yeah.
I still think the Twi'lek one is stupid if that's really their brains. It's like, that's so dumb.
Hey, stop. Maybe they think your brain in your head is dumb.
They just, well, like, at least with my brain, it's like all in one, like, it's condensed, you know? With those, it's just like, woo! It's all over the place. Like, and you gotta, like, hold them still, and they're all, it's like if your brain was in your hair. You know? It's just flopping around. Anyone could just grab it.
You cut your hair a lot.
Yeah, I know, but not a good metaphor, but you know what I mean. Like, anyone can just reach out and just grab them, and then, oh, your brain is being destroyed now.
I mean, you could grab your head, but then again, like, you have a skull.
Yeah.
You have it protected. So, I don't know, maybe, like, it could be protected in there. I don't know.
It's just, like, it's one thing if they're just there for, like, I don't know, some other purpose, like heating and cooling or whatever. I don't know how that would work, but, you know, biology's weird. But, like, their brains, it's stupid. It's worse.
Yeah. Yeah. It is okay. Hair is still amazing and smart.
Yeah. Yes. she protects her brains, apparently. Although it's not even technically canon anymore that it's brains, right?
I don't think it's canon anymore.
Alright, I don't think... It shouldn't be brains. It's just so
Should it be?
dumb. I'm very against that. Listen, I don't know that much about biology, but I know enough to know that that's stupid.
Oh, jeez. Okay. All right, then let's move past the brain. And
What else in Triple Dark? I liked this showing Kaz having
guy.
problem-solving skills. You know?
Huh?
I liked how Triple Dark showed Kaz's, like, problem-solving skills and, like, how he's, like, kind of creative in the way he does stuff.
I hate that little guy.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm supposed to hate him, but I really hate him.
He's funny because he's just like, I feel like with him, he could have like 8 blasters pointed to him at once and he'd still be like, okay, so where's my money? You know? People are just like, dude, you're gonna die. You know? If you die, you don't need money anymore. Because you're dead.
Because you dead.
You did. And then maybe you'll need like ghost money. But
Ghost money. Ghost credits.
yeah.
I see. Okay. What did he do? He has that trophy.
He does.
And I love Niku, where he goes up to him and he's like, wow, look at all these many things you have. Maybe you're just very appreciative of everything. Because he's a good boy.
Niku is the bestest. I want to have him on the podcast. Not like the actor, just himself, Niku.
Just him.
Be on the podcast.
He must.
Or at least someone who can do a really good Niku impression. So I guess the actor.
Yeah, probably the actor, but...
Or someone else that's easier to access.
Yeah.
And that's Niku on his way.
Yeah, there he be.
That's his ride. There's a hidden episode that's coming out soon, and it's just Niku on a sick motorcycle with like sunglasses, just driving.
With glasses.
Yeah. But no helmet, 'cause he's cool.
Yeah.
That's a lie. Wear your helmet always.
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 I mean, you must.
Star Wars Geek Girl Safety PSA. Wear a helmet.
Always wear a helmet, no matter what.
That's Sabine's safety guide too. Wear a helmet. I bet Sabine was really annoyed by the rest of the crew. Because as the show progressed and things got more dangerous, besides her, they all started wearing less armor. Like, Hera, I kind of get, because she's mostly in the cockpit, so, like, fine. Zeb took off his shoulder armor. So now he's just in his, like, pajama spandex. Kanan had one arm of armor, and he was like, you know what, I'm blind. I don't need protection anymore. Done. Ezra took off his knee pads. Those boots were a little armored. But still, he's just like, you know what, I'm just gonna wear my traffic cone suit. You know? And Sabine was probably like, guys, just a little bit of armor. Please. Protect yourselves.
Or we'll have to put you in a padded room.
Yeah.
We'll just tie pillows to them.
Yeah. Pillows protect against blasters, right?
Yeah. The right kind of pillow.
Okay. Alright, today. Okay. All right. So I have in the media class, because I'm in the independent study, yada yada yada. I have my own computer in there. It's not mine. I didn't buy it or anything, but it's mine to use. And the wallpaper on it is the mural from the end of Rebels. And I was looking at it today, and I realized, and everyone's probably realized this already, and I'm just dumb, but, alright, well, A, she's wearing her Season 4 clothes and armor and stuff, but she has her Season 3 hair, which I already knew that, like, a while ago, but still bothers me. And then B, she has these straps for her holsters to hold them to her legs, but she never wears those in the show. Ever. Why does she put them in the mural if she doesn't have them in... Lizzy.
Because it looks cool.
But she doesn't have them. And why would she do it?
Because they look cool.
Like, I can forgive Kanan not having his scar and Zeb not having stripes because that's, like, her style or whatever. It's fine. But why would she add the straps if she doesn't have them?
Because she likes them. She likes how it looks, but she doesn't like how it feels.
Don't like it.
It's okay. I love how Hera looks in that picture. She just looks so beautiful.
Hera always looks beautiful.
Yes. Tis true.
So yeah. That's... Sometimes I think about changing my wallpaper because, like, I'm at school when I use that computer because it's in school. And sometimes I just look at it and cry and I'm like, yeah, I probably can't do this in school, but whatever.
Yeah, probably not. I don't think you can handle it.
But still, it bothers me. Why she has things. Why was Sabine inconsistent with her own stuff?
Maybe Steele was helping her paint it.
Yeah. She's like, are you sure I wore those pants with that hair? And he's like, yeah, totally, you know. Well, originally he tried to get her to do the blue and orange hair, but she was like, nah, I don't think that's right.
Yeah.
That's too far. Too far, Steele. Yeah, I don't know. That was very off topic, but I noticed it today.
That's okay. I was gonna say, the actor for Niku is Josh Brenner?
Josh Brenner?
I don't know how to say his last name, but I think that's what it is. I don't know.
Josh Brenner. Josh Breener? Or Brenner?
Brenner?
Don't know.
You'll never know. But if he's on the podcast, like, if we just have him... Like, I don't want to see his face. Like, this, I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
He just has to be Niku.
Yes. That's all he has to do.
Someone
My dad
should do a Niku costume. Because I want to see what that would look like.
Probably not good.
Yeah. That's the thing.
It's like Zeb.
Yeah.
Zeb alone.
That's the thing with Resistance. I love it a lot, but I feel like because of the style of animation, I feel like even the best costume for the world for some of the characters would still, like, just be off. Just a little bit. Which isn't, like, a fault of the person doing the costume, obviously. It's just a fault of, like... Not the fault, because there's nothing wrong with the animation of the show, but, like, just, like, the clash between reality and the animation.
I forgot what else I was gonna say. Heck. I don't remember. Oh well.
That's not good.
That's okay. Probably not important.
Okay. Anything else to say about Triple Dark?
No.
No? Okay. So the next one is Fuel for the Fire. And it's Kaz befriends a sky racer named Rucklin, who pressures him to take some rare and dangerous hyperfuel hidden in Yeager's office.
Yes.
I would say, I don't know, I feel like it's too early to have a favorite episode already, but I really did like that one a lot.
I mean,
I think Triple Dark. Actually, I changed my mind. Triple Dark's my favorite. That didn't last long.
mhm.
But I did like Fuel for the Fire a lot.
Yeah.
So
Many of these. I like them. I don't think I have a favorite yet. Because, like, they're really good. I just.
see, I have to pick favorites early because once we get to like the end of the season or whatever, I'm just like, yeah, they're all my favorite. I can't decide.
Yeah.
You know, once there's too many options, I'm like, nope, all of them, all.
Mhm. Yeah. Hmm. Uh, this one was about peer pressure.
Yes. And how
It
if
definitely
you
was not
give in to peer pressure, you will have to save your friend from explosions.
your somewhat friend.
Somewhat friend. See, Ruckland was like he watched the ship that he was gonna be in explode, and was like, "Kaz, why'd you ruin everything?" And I'm like, "Bruh, you just saw it explode. Like, do you think it was just gonna not explode because you were in there? It should be like, oh wait, someone's in here. We can't explode. Like, no."
Yeah.
I don't like.
I don't like people like that.
That was just like, because I thought, like, after he saved Ruckland, I was like, okay, finally Ruckland's gonna be like, oh, wow, I almost died. But no. He's
Nope.
like, Matt, like, I don't get it.
It's okay. That's just how people be.
See, that's the difference between Kaz and Ruckland. See, Kaz is like, he's stupid, but I love him. Where Ruckland's just like, he's stupid.
He's just stupid. Yeah. Preach.
Yeah. And this episode gave us a little insight into Yeager's backstory. So, yeah. One more thing I do want to add is this kind of goes with the show eventually going to get depressing. The show is set 6 months before Force Awakens, and all of Kaz's family and old friends live on Hosnian Prime. So, if the show crosses and goes through Force Awakens, that will be a thing.
Be a thing.
So yeah. That's fun. Thanks, Filoni.
Yes.
And I think I don't have a source on this, but and again, this might just be I imagined it, like I might have done with the cast being 20 thing. But I think didn't the director say that the show was going to go like through Force Awakens and stuff? And I guess Last Jedi happened right after.
I do not know.
So, yeah. Well, if it does happen to go through Force Awakens, then we will have to remember that it was fun while it lasted. Because
it's gonna be okay.
Is it though?
Yeah. It's how Star Wars always be.
I just want a break. I love Star Wars, but please just tone it down a little bit. Just a little bit. That's why I like Solo so much, because it was like, okay, No more soul crushing. Just happy fun times with Chewie, Han, and Lando.
Mm-hmm. I sent you a Niku so
Me
you
too.
can feel better.
Thank you. Nico always makes me feel better. I love him. He's the bestest. What's his species called, though? I feel like I know it, but I feel like I don't.
Uh,
But he's the bestest. I love him. Speaking of Lando, by the way, while Lizzie looks this up, I think.
yeah, a Nikto.
A
Nikto.
Nikto? But he's. Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know they were green.
Yeah.
That's cool. I thought they were just like brown and stuff, like Hondo. Doing me cool? I want to see Hondo in Resistance. I just feel like it'd be funny to see like really, really old man Hondo. You know? Like that should just be a
So,
thing in Star Wars now. Like Hondo's just everywhere. Like he just
I
never
think
dies. And there's no explanation. He's just there. You know? 200 years in the future, Hondo is there.
he's alive somehow. We're not gonna explain how, but he is.
Yeah. Like I just think that would be really funny.
Because he didn't seem that old in Rebels, so like, he's okay.
Yeah, he didn't seem old. He just seemed washed out, you know? He needed more money.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I think, well, because he was in Freemaker Adventures, and that was, so yeah, he can be alive, like, 30 years later. A little over 30 years. You know? He'll have, like, a cane.
Mhm.
And he'll have, instead of, like, you know when people have, like, those fancy things on the top of their cane?
Yes.
He'll just have a Gorg there. Like, a real Gorg. That's just chilling with him.
Yes.
Yeah.
I approve.
Hondo can be a bad influence on the next generation of Star Wars heroes.
Of course. He's not a bad influence. He's just an influence.
I don't think Harrow and Kanan approved.
No, I don't think so.
So, what was I saying earlier? Oh, Lando. I think I've said it on the podcast before, probably like a million times. I really love his shirt at the end of Solo. Because it's just so terrible. I need it. But, so I was looking forever for like the shirt to get it. And I found it on Etsy. And I mean, it looked nice, but it was $185. And that didn't even count shipping, because, you know, shipping was probably insane, too. And it only came in men's sizes. And I'm too small for small men's. I'm too tiny. So, we went for an alternative and isolated the pattern, and we're getting it printed on fabric, and we're going to make the shirt ourselves. I need it. Need it. Need. So yeah, and the fabric was like $30-something. I don't know where my dad got it printed, but he said it was like $30-something, which is much better than a $280 or $185 shirt. So yeah,
That doesn't fit.
doesn't fit. Yeah, so yeah. Now I just need to get his cape closet. All of the capes.
All of them.
Every single one.
You're not a complete Lando unless you got every single one.
No. So, yeah. Anyway, back to Resistance. Actually, I don't know. I think, to sum up my thoughts, Resistance is really cute and really fun, and we better enjoy that while it lasts, because that ain't gonna last forever.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Enjoy it for now until something happens and someone dies, or they have to go into war and everyone dies, and it's gonna be great.
You know, see, knowing Filoni, it's probably gonna get really soul-crushing right when, like, episode 9 comes out. You know? So it's, like, double whammy, you know? Like, one night you're watching episode 9, bawl your eyes out, you probably won't, but I will. And then the next week, it's like, oh, new Resistance episode. Oh, great, they're all dead. Awesome. You know? So.
He,
They're not all gonna die. I don't think.
maybe.
God.
Maybe.
God. I hope I just unleash something. um, I think if I don't think any of them are really at risk, and if anyone is at risk, I'm gonna say it's Yeager, just because that's how the mentor figures. It's just how it goes for them in Star
No.
Wars. That's just how it goes. Except for Kanan. Kanan's fine. He's okay.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. He's alright.
I think he's a little crispy.
Nah, he's alright. He's good.
A little crispy?
Nah, he's fine.
A little raw on the inside?
Nah. He's alright. He's good. So yeah. That's
Alright.
Resistance. I'm okay.
Denial.
I don't know what you're talking about. So the next episodes of Resistance, the fifth one will be October 28th, and the sixth one will be November 4th. The fifth one is called The High... Can I read this? Am I allowed? It's just on Google. It's been taunting me this whole time.
Yeah.
Okay. The fifth one is called The High Tower, and the summary is, the First Order arrives at the platform for mysterious reasons, and Kaz and BB-8 are determined to sneak into the tower to find out what they want. So it looks like we're getting more First Order involvement, like direct involvement. So I wonder if it's going to be like a red dude, or if it's going to be Phasma, or it's just going to be like random people.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next one after that is The Children from Tehar, and it's Kaz searches for 2 missing children for a sizable reward, only to discover that the First Order is also hunting for them. Because, you know, it wouldn't be a Star Wars cartoon without at least at least one episode about missing babies. I'm not wrong. Hadn't Clone Wars,
No.
hadn't Rebels, now it's Resistance's turn for the babies.
All the babies.
So this one's earlier. Both the Rebels and Clone Wars ones I think were in season 2 of those shows. Clone Wars might have been season 1, actually, but it wasn't the 6th episode.
Mm-hmm.
Although I guess the movie in Clone Wars had a missing baby. Mind blown. So yeah, lots of missing babies in Star Wars.
It
Cause like,
doesn't worry me.
yeah. So yeah, those are the next episodes of Resistance. By the time some people are listening to this, the High Tower will probably be out already. And, you know,
Yeah.
we'll probably be able to record the next episode until we're on, like, episode 12 of Resistance. So, you know.
Don't be too hard on us.
Don't be too hard. Yeah, it's more like episode 8.
Yeah.
But I will say, it is going to be weird this December not having a movie.
That's
going to be weird.
I've kind of already accepted it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not like I'm, like, sad about it. Like, I'm not... I guess I'm, like, I don't know. Sad, it doesn't feel like the right word. Like, I'm a little, like, oh, man, no movie. But it's just gonna be weird to be like, it's December! Oh, wait, no Star Wars.
Mm-hmm. We're empty now.
Yeah. Well, I will say, it would be very nice if they decided to move to the spring releases, like how Solo was in May. Because, you know, for me, when I came out of the theater for, like, you know, all of the movies besides Solo, it was, like, it ranged from, like, 12 degrees to, like, -8 degrees when I walked out of the theater. It was awful. But then when I came out of the theater for Solo, I was like, oh, it's like 40, 50 degrees. That's nice. It's cool. So, you know, if they move to the May releases for everything forever, I'll be very happy. Because December is freaking cold.
Yeah. That would be nice. Except, like, it was really hot when I was, for the solo movie. Because, well, the first time we watched it wasn't that bad, but then we went to Texas and we watched it, and that was really hot. It was really humid.
Yeah.
It was bad. It was awful. So, yeah.
I'm just saying. It doesn't even have to be all the way in May. Maybe even just like April. You know, maybe March would be pushing it a little bit. But like, it's just too cold in December. It's too cold. And then plus, you know, if they did that, they could have 4th Friday in December when, like, Christmas shopping and stuff. So, Disney, hire me. Okay? I don't want to be cold anymore. Just hire me so I can not be cold.
That's what she wants.
Hire me so I can tell you what to do. That's my dream job. Just telling Star Wars people, like, hey, make this show. Make a comic about this. Make me this toy. Isn't that the dream?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot of people's dream. Especially the bad ones.
Yeah. I'll take criticism, though. You know, if someone requests something, I'll be like, I'll think about it. But, you know.
Yeah. Dad, would you like to say something about Resistance?
I like it.
Who's your favorite character?
Niku.
When's your Yeager costume coming?
20 years.
How old do you think Kaz is?
20 years.
Really?
Ooh, I told you!
Why?
What do you mean, why?
No.
Because he was born 20 years ago, I guess. I don't know why.
See, that's what I said, and Lizzie didn't believe me.
Makes me
I'm glad I have
uncomfortable.
validation, because you're right a lot.
No, he's 20.
Why? Why does it matter?
He looks 16, 17.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does.
He's in the military, dude. You can't be a child in the military.
Oh, there were a lot of children in the... Sorry. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but that was like back in the 1700s and 1800s when you're like, well, I'm 12, I'm going to war now. Be back in a while. Mm-hmm.
But... Why is he 20?
What about him looks like a teenager? He doesn't look like a teenager.
I guess he acts like a teenager.
He definitely acts like a teenager.
I guess that's where it's...
I mean, he grew up rich.
Yeah, that's what it... Well, we don't know that... Well, yeah, let's
He's
say,
a
just say
senator.
that. He's not a senator.
No, his father's a
Yeah,
senator.
his father's a senator.
So
So I was going to
Emma-
say, like, we don't know they're rich, but I was going to say they were probably well off, but that probably means the same thing, so never mind. Yeah, he definitely seems like he didn't have any financial problems growing up. He also doesn't seem like he was fighting since he was 6.
No.
He also doesn't seem like he saw his master gunned down in front of him when he was a teenager in the war. He also doesn't seem like he grew up for 7 years since he was 7 by himself while
In
his
the
parents
streets.
disappeared,
In the streets.
learning to survive. So he probably has had an easier life. Also, he grew up in a time of peace, relative peace.
Yeah.
Like, the war hasn't started yet. And he grew up after the Galactic Civil War.
Yeah.
So he probably doesn't know.
But
Or I don't know, he's just immature. What do you want me to say? I know 20-year-olds that act like him.
don't
I'm
point
not
them
going to
out.
name names.
Yeah. Don't throw them under the bus.
Trying so hard not to say names. I know 30-year-olds that act like him.
Don't.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, like, your number of years you've been on this earth sometimes doesn't necessarily have to match your maturity level. Sometimes a 15-year-old can be more mature than a person who has lived for 25 years.
Well, now I'm worried. How old is Niku?
I don't know. I don't even know.
It didn't say.
No, it didn't.
never says. They only made a point to say Tora is 15, not 16.
Yeah, she's a teenager.
Why?
I'm sure next season she'll be 16. Calm down.
What?
Or maybe she'll have birthday. Empire Day.
No, I thought you said that it was only... I thought they said it was only like 4 months, right?
6 months before Force Awakens.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know what's going to happen in season 2. We don't know if Force Awakens is going to happen like during the movie. We don't know. But we'll find out.
Yeah, I had another question, but now I can't remember. How was your podcast today?
It was fine. Yeah. I was on with Steele on his Hyper Chats. We talked about a little bit about Resistance. We talked about our Star Wars stories. We talked about Boba Fett movie is dead. We talked about The Mandalorian and somebody stole stuff apparently. Did you hear about that?
Yeah.
That's horrible. And it also sounds like a horrible movie plot. Right. Like, oh man, we shot the movie, but they took the vital pieces of the movie. Like, now there's an adventure to get him back. Police are involved. It's crazy. The good news is it's not the set that we know about it. So they can never come back and be like, we saw you guys at the set.
And then he was also talking about his baby.
Oh yeah, Steele has a baby Steele.
Baby Steele. Baby Steele.
Mm-hmm.
Small baby. Harrison.
Yeah.
What's his full name? Harrison?
I don't know. Harrison Baby Steele. Content.
Content. No, what was it? It's Tent, Dad. Gotta be
Tent
cool.
For the fam. Steele doesn't talk like that.
Tent
he talks to you
fam.
guys.
Oh.
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah, he's like, oh, you guys' podcast is going to be lit AF.
No. What's that? The people on your podcast, what's his name? Randy?
The only other 2 people on our podcast.
Right. Randy.
Yeah.
He keeps saying that we're the Star Wars Fleek girls.
Oh, that's true. He did say that.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Right. So stay on fleek, son.
Stop. She can't see you.
No. I'm watching Good Place, and I'm like all Jasoned out now.
Stop. No.
But then I thought it was a good thing to do it.
I knew it.
Oh, there was a part that Axel would love. All right, have a good podcast.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, I'm leaving because I'm going to podcast. I was just chilling.
Okay.
Have a good night, guys.
Yeah, you too.
Miss you, Zoe.
Yeah, I miss you too.
Been with you in a while.
Yeah.
I look forward to your new episodes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
So, yeah. I'm glad I was validated about Kaz's age.
I don't like it, and I don't know why I don't like it.
I think also about him acting a little younger. Because I think they had to have him be in, like, the military. I didn't even think about the military thing. They had to have him be a little bit older, but they want him to act even younger because it's a kid's show, and they want him to relate to the kids more. So
right,
I think that might be part of it, too.
Military. So, wouldn't he have to be...
I imagine you have to be, 18, at least.
No. But I'm, saying, wouldn't you have to be, disciplined and mature and stuff to be in the military?
I mean, yeah, but you figure if his dad is a senator, he could just pull some strings, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, and also, it's not because when we see him in, the combat situation in the beginning, it's not like he's incompetent. He knows how to lead.
Yeah.
He's just a little ditzy.
Sure. Let's go with that. Yeah. Okay.
So, I don't know what else to say. Do you got more words? Oh, other thing we were supposed to talk about that I forgot. This past Tuesday. It was Tuesday, or was it Monday? Oh, I don't know days. But it was the 3rd anniversary of when Lizzy joined the podcast, and personally when I think the podcast was officially started.
Oh.
Because before it was just me, and it was whatever random person was like at our house. I'm like, hey, be on the podcast. Just made them do it. But then I got like a co-host, so I didn't have to be like alone. So now it's cool.
That's cool.
So yeah, it's the 3rd anniversary. That's a lot of years. 3 years.
Yeah. And we still buds.
Yeah. Still buds.
Still buds.
And still in high school.
Still in high school.
I'm almost out. You got a year under me.
I'm close. I'm close.
You're close.
Okay. I'm getting there. I'm surviving. I'm chilling. I was told that I was top of my class by the director of the culinary program. So I'm proud of myself.
Proud of you too.
Thank you. So, yeah.
I don't know what to say. It's been awesome podcasting for so long. Because honestly, because, you know, it was like, because I started I was in 9th grade. Because you were in 8th grade. You were a child.
I was not a child.
And, I just, never shut up about Star Wars. My dad was like, heck, my dad was just getting into listening Star Wars podcasts, specifically your dad's podcast, actually, which was weird. But, and he was like, hey, you should, start a Star Wars podcast, because, all these other people have one, so you should do one. And I didn't want to do it, but then finally I was like, okay, I'll do it if you just shut up. So I did it, and then I kept doing it, but I was like, alright, I'll probably just do this for a month, and then I'll be like, okay, I don't like it. But then Lizzie showed up. Now I'm 3 years.
Your world is upside down.
Yes.
Now you're doing this for life.
Yep.
Till we die.
We made a blood pact. We never talked about it before, but we made a blood pact, and we will even podcast beyond the grave.
Yes. Giving you all the tent when we're dead.
So yeah.
We're gonna be old and podcasting.
Yeah. Then I guess we'll have to change it to Star Wars Geek Woman.
Geek woman. That'd be interesting. Woman, geek.
It doesn't
geek
sound
hags.
right. Geek hag.
Just yeah. That'd be good. And then
podcast from the retirement
force our
home.
children to podcast.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
So, yeah.
3 years.
Yeah, 3 years. That's a lot of years. Lots of Star Wars has changed since then.
Definitely.
We went from Season 2 Rebels to Season 1 Resistance. We went from Force Awakens to Last Jedi and Solo. And actually, I was just thinking about this yesterday. I think it was within our first year of podcasting. I was a guest, maybe the second year, but I think it was the first. I was a guest on Full of Sith. And it was just after the Solo movie was announced. And I was talking about how much I thought it was stupid that we were going to get a Han Solo movie. And now I love it. I love that movie so much. So, past me should just get a whack on the head, I think. Past Zoe was very wrong, and Solo is awesome.
Yes.
So now I feel like I should just make a disclaimer. Whenever I have an opinion about something that's gonna come out, and be like, disclaimer, probably gonna be wrong. FYI.
Yeah, definitely how I felt with Rogue One, too. I wasn't excited for it, but now I am. Well, then yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
Cool.
Yeah. So, I think I learned my lesson because now when, they announce something, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wait now.
Yeah.
Because I'll be wrong. That's what I learned from Solo. I will be wrong.
Unless you are right.
Unless I am right.
In that case, you will be right.
So, yes. Yeah. I remember when first time we podcasted, and the show, I think that show was 2.5 hours long. And then we talked for 3 more hours. Probably about nonsense.
I think it was nonsense. It was also your shirt, I remember it was the Camp Half-Blood shirt. And I talked about that. I was like, hey, I read that book,
I think we talked about Harry Potter, too.
Yes. And I don't know what else. But somehow we were able to talk about that for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
Yeah. I think that's all the words I have. Yeah. I know it's late for you.
Yeah,
so
you should 11:38.
Yeah.
And I want to go to sleep because I've had an insane week. I'm very tired. So, I was Zoe.
I was Lizzy.
Thank you for listening to Star Wars Geek Girl. May the Force be with you, and goodbye.
Goodbye.